Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgam Ash, and this is a Smile Game Builder tutorial. This is going to be a short video demonstrating how to control an event with another event in Smile Game Builder. Controlling an event with another event is a thing that I think a lot of folks don't think can be done because there's no explicit description in any of the event panels that would make this seem doable. And that's fine. We're going to wrap our heads around a different kind of concept to make this work. It's very simple, just follow along with me. So the first thing I want to do is demonstrate what happens. Let's play test. And we have our lovely, wonderful DLC from Last Smile that upgrades all of the character models. So this is our Scion character, and the first thing I want to do is talk to Marie. Hi, handsome. That's all she says. That is all her event is. Now we're going to talk to this other NPC that I'm going to call Karen. Hi, I heard you didn't think it was possible to control events with another event. Let me educate you. I'll make Marie walk in a circle. Who just made me walk in a circle? And now that event ends, and we see when we go back to Marie, she's defaulted back to her regular behavior. So we did control an event with another event. So how did we do this? Let's step through the two events, and the only two events I might add, that are on this map. First, let's look at the Karen event. The Karen event is extremely simple. There are no left side conditions, and there are only 3 event panels, 2 of which are dialogue. The third event panel is the important one. It turns on a switch. I chose the very first switch in the first position. I named it Controls Marie. You can choose any switch you like, and you can name it whatever you like, but make sure it is a normal switch, or as I like to call them, a global switch. We cannot control the value of local switches from other events, only the event in which they are set, so we don't use local switches for this. Now let's take a look at the Marie event. This is the event that is to be controlled by another event. The Marie event is more complex. It actually has 2 sheets. One where the condition is that the Controls Marie switch is off, which this doesn't even need to be there. I just like to add it because I think it's a good practice. And the other sheet is for when the switch Controls Marie is on. So let's take a look at our off first. When the Controls Marie switch is off, all Marie does is say hi handsome when you walk up to her and talk to her. There's nothing else that goes on here, and this would be the default behavior for whatever event it is that you're wanting to control. This is what it should be doing all day. And the start event option can be any of these. I just want it to be when main hero talks. For the event's second sheet, which will only fire when Controls Marie is on, I have the start event as automatically start, synchronize, and repeated. So this is going to constantly be checking to see if this switch is on, and when it is on, it will fire this event logic automatically. Now you don't have to use automatic start, synchronize, and repeat as your start event setting. That's just what I'm doing because I want the event control to take place as soon as I'm done speaking to Karen. I don't want to have to go back to Marie and talk to her for her to have this different behavior. So this looks complex, but it really is just a set of instructions telling Marie to walk in a circle and then orient towards the camera. And then her dialogue, which will say, who just made me walk in a circle? But the important part of this event is the very last event panel, which turns the Control Marie switch to off. And there you have it. Now when you go back to talk to her, she'll just be calling you handsome again. Now it really is that simple, and I'm going to show you that it's possible to control several events with just one event. So we'll take Marie and actually copy her, and we have our multitude of Maries and our witch Karen, who now makes all 3 of them march at the same time. Now of course, because I left the dialogue options in the Marie events, we're going to have multiple who just made me walk in a circle text boxes. Let's delete the clone Maries. And we'll go ahead and delete her dialogue when she gets done walking. Change up that logic just a bit. And now I'm going to copy and paste her. Is that enough Maries? Is there such thing as too many Maries? And playtest. There we go. We have an army of Maries marching along. Now I'm going to take this file and actually upload it to itch.io with slightly modified character graphics, since this is DLC that I can't distribute, and you'll be able to use this event logic in your own game. No attributions to be necessary or anything like that, so link in the description below as always. I hope that you learned something from this tutorial. It may seem kind of silly how simple it ends up being, but it does require a bit of thinking in a particular way to get things like this going. But the number one goal here is to get you coming up with ideas on how to make switches do what you want to do. You can, of course, use variables. You don't have to use switches. You can check to see if a variable is a particular value and if it's equal to or lesser than or equal to or greater than, or you can use all kinds of different methods to operate on a variable. You could have a variable amount of Maries walking, or have them walk a variable amount of steps. There are a lot of ways that you could make this work, so experiment to your heart's content. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks very much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, considerations, requests for future tutorials, all of that stuff down below. I do reply to comments. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.